Holdar, it's a tunal. Veilguard, Velos Atreidum. But Velos Atreidum is nothing like Isatunal.
Isatunal? I remember. After you touched the dagger, the prayer, the proclamation, Isatunal. What exactly are you proclaiming?
They don't remember. No one remembers. We don't even know what we lost.
You're busy. I shouldn't interrupt.
No, wait, sorry. Please stay. We can talk. About the stone. About Isatunal. Maybe explaining it to someone else will help get my thoughts in order.
So what is it? What does it mean?
Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means, I am here. But no, not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Isatunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time. All spaces. I am, we are, this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
How does this get us anywhere?
Right. I guess it would be like a mage explaining how magic feels to someone who doesn't have it. I'm certain Isatunal describes how we, the dwarves, once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the histories are right. If we forgot something so important, what else did we forget?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't expect you to have an answer. Thanks for letting me babble, by the way.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for.
Couldn't be one god, it had to be three.
Wait, that room wasn't there before. I don't think. Nev, or Harding, must have put my pack here. Makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things. The peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me the scroll went back to even before Tevinter. Said that elves had a rich history, even more than the rest of us. He had fancy silks from Orlais, statuettes from the wilds down south. Oh, I could have listened to stories all night about places he'd been. Now I'm getting to see some of those places myself. I helped a lot of Minratha's slaves escape to freedom the night I met Varric. Then the Magisters cracked down in retaliation, and the Shadow Dragons decided I was too much trouble to keep around. I was so proud of myself. And then the Venatori backlash put a lot of Shadow Dragons in danger. I'm never going to apologize for freeing slaves, but I have to get better at seeing the big picture. Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look in it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done. Varric tells such great stories. It's almost enough to make me think that this time, when I look in the mirror, I'll see a hero. But Varric's hurt, and the team needs me. So chin up, take a deep breath, and get the job done. The tools every professional scoundrel needs when learning the trade. I spent as much time picking locks and mixing potions as I did training with blades or a bow. It took me so long learning to get the alchemical mixtures just right, but what I learned saved my life more than once. Right, that's better. Now, how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or... Oh, relaxing. Maybe if I clear my mind...
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
But perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. Perhaps nothing escaped as you stopped me from... what was it? Covering the world with demons?
I'm not here to debate whether what you said was accurate.
But to be clear, it was accurate.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
I'm not in charge of everyone. I'm just leading my little team until Varric is back on his feet.
I understand your fear. Declare yourself the leader, and others may think you power-hungry, no better than those you oppose.
I didn't say I was afraid. I met Varric when he asked the Shadow Dragons for help with freeing an old friend from Venatori slavers. The Shadow Dragons had a safe plan that wasn't going to work.
So, you and Varric led an armed rebellion and dealt a devastating blow to the Venatori.
How do you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know I'm not interested in a fancy title. But when something needs doing, I do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris, the elven gods as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
The Blight didn't escape with the gods?
Algernon and Gillenane escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the Blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at the village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
I don't understand. Algernon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the Blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
But we can stop them from freeing the Blight, right?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the Blight is the first? What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
I'm not gonna bend a knee to blighted, murdering monsters just because their ears are pointed like mine. I don't think many other elves are going to either.
Agreed. Algernon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Algernon and Gillenane.
I came here for specifics, not fortune-telling.
I would tell you more were I not currently in prison thanks to your actions.
Fine. I'll go kick the trees and see what falls out.
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes. I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
I've never seen an alluvium like this before. Not intact, anyways. Fascinating. Wait, if the magic is feeding back into itself... This thing's self-stabilizing! Sorry, didn't mean to yell. Soon as Illyrium cures, I should be able to fix this. Not entirely sure what will happen when I do, but I can see the flaw in the resonance, so whatever it's supposed to do, it's not currently doing. Didn't Nev want to talk to you? It'll be done when it's done.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing.
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
I didn't come in here trying to take your job, Varric.
I know you didn't. But it's what the team needs right now.
You sure? Nev got hurt because she listened to me.
Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? You risked your neck to bring down an entire slavery ring. Pretty much by yourself.
I had help.
Sure. I got winded about 5 minutes in. You did most of the work. Ticked off a bunch of Minrathous big shots, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
There is something. When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Nev got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus and the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
It doesn't matter how I feel about it. We can't stop the gods without what he knows.
And there you go. You don't have to love him to deal with him.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
Demeter's crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You left him to fend for himself.
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here, but you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Balara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin, their most feared mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
Working with a feared mage killer doesn't bother you?
If he doesn't have a contract out on me, it's not a problem.
It's a fancy name. Can you back it up?
That's the question. The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years, but the Crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
Time to make new friends.
We'll see if it works.
You said the crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic. And who fights the worst of it?
The Shadow Dragons. Good idea. Resist the gods with our own resistance group.
If the gods enter the empire, our contacts back home might get something.
Years with the Shadow Dragons, and this is the first time we've worked together.
Directly. I gather information for the Shadows. You might have used one of my leads. And I've heard of you.
I bet everyone heard about the Nessus job.
You were right to avoid Minrathous after. More than one Magister wanted your head. It was good work, though. And we've got more ahead.
Root out evil magic, help the helpless. That's what we signed up for.
And what a deal we made.
So, we talked to the crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
Almost there. I just have to. Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I've got it. Mostly. Mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. control that distortion. There you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Illuvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Veer of Us, freedom of ways. I wonder...
If you have an idea what that place is, Balara, share it. We don't have time to waste.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Illuvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Soulless. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Who are you? And how did you get here?
The Wolf's Fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more sad.
We have no idea what or who they are. So let's be careful. We need to be ready for anything.
And we still don't know what this Illuvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Oh! Hey, Rook.
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, Dweller.
Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The crossroads.
Can you help us? I get the feeling this is no place to get lost.
The Evanurus hunger for the crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight, death, madness. They send their minions to claim this place. The crossroads is in a time of need, Dweller. I cannot protect you.
You don't have to. If you're standing against the gods, then consider us reinforcements. Light, roots, and magical seals. What's through there? Can't travel this way.
The gods want to cut us off from the crossroads.
Here, this dock seems sturdy. So you can ferry us to the other islands?
Winds await, Dweller.
I'll take that as a yes.
To other shores. The spirits here were driven out, refugees now from the gods' minions. I have summoned the guardians of the crossroads to protect them. Beware. The guardians repel all interlopers.
So we're interlopers too?
We are unstoppable!
Fade tear. That's where they're breaking through.
Gods and their fade tearing. Let's cut them off!
You falter, then we are empowered! Bring our skills together!
Stop dying!
The blessing of the Imperium!
Bet they never saw that coming.
Dweller, this binding can be thwarted. Find the answer.
We've got company.
The Guardians can't hold them off for long. Ugh. Is that something inside it? An altar to a wolf. Bet I know who that's for.
The gods feed me.
The faithful cannot die!
What's this? It looks like an entryway. What's going on here?
Is that spirit a prisoner?
You're awake. How's your head? The guards really knocked you about.
Well, it's...
Do you remember our mission? Gillinane's lab. The wolf sent us to infiltrate her testing grounds. Things didn't go perfectly to plan, but the wolf smuggled in help. A key. If you can fight, grab the key and we'll run for it. Just be ready for whatever the witch has in store.
It's like all she sees is another ancient elf. One of Solus's agents?
Freedom. We'll move faster if we split up. See you ahead.
Blight. Be careful. Ugh. Somehow it's even more revolting here.
These are more than just memories. Fight!
Gillenane was experimenting with Blight and Darkspawn. The Blight infested her lab. If it's a memory, let's go with it. We need to find our way out before Gillenane finds us.
Wolf, you came for us. Your key was enough.
This unnatural corruption demanded my personal attention. It is strong. It has already blocked the escape route I had planned. We will need another way to the surface.
Let's all split up and find it.
I will destroy what corruption I can. You must cut through these monstrosities before Gillenane unleashes something worse.
Solus sounded rattled.
The Blight really had him scared.
You see boundless creation and choose to destroy it? Learn respect for the life that will succeed you.
She's using the testing grounds against us.
Time to go.
Free! And faster than anticipated. Perhaps you and your allies warrant more study.
We've got company.
I think we broke through to Gillinane's prize specimens.
If this is what Darkspawn looked like when Gillinane was experimenting, then...
Maybe the Darkspawn we've been seeing aren't new. Maybe they're old.
Here, the blessing you denied.
Help me!
Damn! Gillinane got her.
My blood! I'm burning!
Look out!
You would unleash a blight on this world and call it a masterwork! You, who are the most sensitive of us!
All that I am belongs to the pursuit of creation. You chose to constrain yourself. I must climb to the heights only understood by gods. I go now to join them.
Wolf, you are greater than any of them. Please, help me.
Come on. Be the god she needs. Help her.
I am so sorry I failed you. There is only one way I can help you now.
Wolf.
This place and the corruption within it must be eradicated. No trace can be allowed to spread. Go. Your work here is done. There is no need for you to witness what I must do.
It's over. Solus destroyed the lab, the blight that was here, and his agent.
I'm sure he sees some greater good. The people in his way to get there, not as much.
This fragment might tell us more.
Its roots may be unbound, Dweller. Seek out what holds it closed.
I am driven to strength!
I am empowered